GT350. Just pulled out the dipstick to check the oil before I drive it. And of course I'm going to let the motor get the operating temp before I get on the throttle a little bit. But super hyped to finally test drive a GT350. And it's got the 5.2 Voodoo, you all know that. We got the Recaro seats. We got this really nice spoiler here. Shelby quad exhaust. We're going to try out the valved exhaust. And we have 315, no, we have 305. 3519s in the back. Huge brake rotors. Not sure if they're the this. They're just like huge steel discs on both of them. Up front we have 295 35, so just slightly less wide, but pretty much 305s all around. Okay, let's check the oil, then we'll get on the test drive. All right, we're finally in the interior of a GT350. This is a 2020 model. Last year the 350. You do have some carbon fiber on the dash, and compared to my 95, this is this car went to outer space compared to mine. GT350 branded Recaro seats, of course tiny back seat per standard for all Mustangs. Let's go ahead and fire it up. We'll kick it in neutral. Engine start when lights up green. All right, sounds incredible. And we have the valve exhaust button right here. Oh, the AC is even on. I don't need that today, so I will kick that off. Let's see if you can hear it on video when I kick the valve exhaust button open. Oh yeah, that's a deeper tone. That's definitely a deeper tone. So yeah, we're gonna let the engine get up to temp, and I'm just gonna feel the rumble of the engine and check out these seats. I don't know if you can see me here, but I am just barely within these seats right here, on the side bolsters of these Recaros. Hopefully that comes across on video, but yeah, definitely driving one of the great cars of one of the great Mustangs of all time, at least in my opinion. And yeah, we'll see how it goes on the test drive, and I'm very excited, so stay tuned. Okay, she takes a long time to get up to operating temp. I'm assuming the needle will go to the middle like most cars, so I'm just going to keep waiting. I just pulled it through the parking lot, practiced feeling the clutch out, going in reverse, and I like to feel the shift knob. I like to feel the steering wheel. I had to adjust it, the tilt telescoping. It actually will go in and out, and I set it a little bit low because the steering wheel was a little bit high. But yeah, this car only has 23,926 miles. Look at that 200-mile-an-hour speed limit, or speedometer. That's just crazy. Where can you ever do that on the street? But we do have the 8250 RPM red line, which is what I'm most excited about. And I still have the valves open, so I will test that out once I get on the highway. And Gangsta Boo is playing. I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, very excited. We even have gauges up here in the dash, oil pressure and oil temp, which I do like this. You can get a good reading. Oil pressure is about just over 50, about 51. Because in my Mustang there's an oil temp gauge like in the instrument cluster, but it's just kind of a dummy gauge. Supposedly either you have oil pressure or you don't, and there's not an actual like specific reading. So I do like that here in the GT350. It's oil pressure. Oil temps are, what is that, 140-ish, 135. And then of course, engine temp is almost there. We'll give it a few more minutes, and then I will be taking my test drive. Okay, gang, let's go ahead and log the mileage. 23,941. And I got the blue Mazda there, got my Miata. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. So yeah, there's the mileage logged, and it's through CarMax. So I did buy the car, but if I decide within 30 days I don't want it in less than 1,500 miles, then I can go ahead and return it. But you will test out the Shelby. I also have a long list of cars I also want to test drive and figure out if I like those or not. So let's get this underway. If you have any other videos you want to see, you let me know, and we will get going on this 8250 RPM Shelby. And on the initial test drive I did, it is a blast. Okay, so we'll do a walk around of the car, all nice and cleaned up. And I'm gonna try out this 30-day love it or give it or return it, basically. And we got the 5 lug with the black rims. These are just the aluminum rims, not the carbon fiber rims, because that would be a nightmare if a carbon fiber rim got damaged. Plus, I don't know how tight you can go on the impacts with a carbon fiber rim, but the car looks great. Just want to get an all-around video of it. Day one with the 350. Shark fin on the top. I do love the spoiler. It is a nice touch. Okay, so starting mileage 23,941.2. Let's set a trip. Fuel economy, trip 1. We'll do it on trip 1. Okay, and we will keep it on trip 1. We'll verify we don't go over 1,500 miles just in case I end up not wanting to own the car after 30 days. All right, let's get driving. So just get a little bit more up close and personal with the car. There was a slight scuff here in the paint. A slight scuff in the side. The side skirts are composite. And I heard that usually a lot of rocks and stuff collect up in here, but oh, this is actually blocked off. I think this on stock GT350s, these are open. It's a bunch of, oh yeah, see there's like a foam insert right there. Okay, that's good to know. So whoever put that in there, that was a nice touch. So you don't get a bunch of rock chips up on the paint. And that one little thing Ford could have done extra, and then of course they did not. We have a scuff here on the paint. I do love the color though. I think I would like a blue, which the Ford Performance blue or whatever the blue you could get on these that was like a kind of an electric blue. I think I'd like that better. The rims seem to be in good shape. I don't see any curb rashing. There might be a slight amount that was already there. And okay, they do have another foam insert here, so they probably just cut out a piece of foam, stuffed it in there. And I heard these are actually functional. I have like a scoop like that on the rear quarter panel on my Mustang, my 95 GT, but I doubt that does a whole lot, if anything at all. These rims look even better than the front. And you got the 5 lug. You do have those crappy Ford lug nuts. I ran into this when I worked at Ford at 2016 and 17, where as they get hot and swell over time, it's really hard to get the socket on to loosen them. But these seem to still be in good shape. Let's go take a look around back. On this side. Oh yeah, let's check out these rims as well. Yeah, rims look to be in good shape. Liking that bit of it. Oh, this one here. This one does have some curb rash here, so unfortunately whoever parallel parked, if you can't parallel park, just don't do it, right? But some people still try to do it and they scuff the rims, so that's unfortunate. It's gonna show a lot easier on a black rim. So unfortunately it does have that. Brake pad life looks still pretty good. Thick pad life on the fronts, and then oh, actually the rear calipers, I thought usually they put those on the inside for more weight balance, but they actually are on the rear towards the back of the car for the rear brakes. I don't know, I can't quite get on video, but the pads are way thicker in the back than they are in the front. So let me flip you guys around and go inside. See that? Pads are a lot thicker on the back. Happy about that. Looking underneath, we do have the stock muffler and the stock tips. I was trying to show you the it's probably hidden up above, but there is a electronic actuator, like a little butterfly valve, and I think it's in, oh yeah, it's in this one right here. Where are we at? It's the inner one, not the outer tip. I don't know if it picked, yeah, you can barely see it in there. So very nice. I believe every time when you start the car, it closes automatically when the fuel pump's priming. right before you turn the car on. Looking underneath, you do have like a factory X pipe, I think. Take a look for it. Yeah, that does look like a factory X pipe. That's a nice touch as well. You got aluminum lower control arms. You got adjustability, and that bolt right there. I don't know if that you can see that well. It looks like you have some adjustability on the suspension for the back. I have a similar one on my 90 Miata. Underside looks really good. Looks to be in really good shape. I don't know if it comes through in the video. There's a slight, no, it's actually not bad. It's just a little bit of dust here on the bottom valance. The rear reverse lights on the bottom instead of integrated into the tail lights. And I am a huge fan of these tail lights. 2013 and 14 are still probably my all-time favorite, but these are definitely a close second. And of course, you do have a rear backup camera. None of my cars have ever had a rear backup camera, so this is like luxury to me. And let's see, you got these two little torques on the wing here. 1 and 2. I wonder what that's about. If you can actually, oh, it's actually a 2-piece. Oh, it looks to be 1 piece. Oh, there's another Torx here, so I wonder if there's like a top piece that comes off, because why would there be a bolt on the top piece of the wing? It's obviously probably bolted to the trunk lid from the inside, but what's going on with these here? That's curious. We'll get it back to the garage, and we'll check out the rest of the car. But yeah, this is the 2020 Shelby GT350, and is my camera focusing? I am absolutely enjoying the car. I'm gonna enjoy it for another couple weeks here, and then make my decision. Will I keep it or will I return it to CarMax? So you can do that with CarMax, and that is very generous what they do. So 2020 Shelby, videos to come. So another cool tidbit is when I put my foot on the clutch, the green light in the engine start-stop button lights up. And when I initially got in the car, I heard the fuel pump prime. So I do love those little touches. I hate when a car is so sound deadened and so insulated that I can't hear anything mechanically that's going on. So this is just another nice touch of the Shelby. You get that rumble when I kick the valves open with this button, with this toggle. Normal, sports. Gotta love the valves and the exhaust. I still really want to test drive a Boss 302 because I did an oil change on one when I was at the Ford dealership 6 years ago, and I love the side exit exhaust in addition to the dual exhaust out back.